Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Diana. If you're new, if you're not new, welcome back. It is Monday and I decided that I wanted to do a what I eat in a day video. I haven't done one in a while, and for the last couple of weeks I've been trying to optimize my diet in terms of eating more protein, eating more veggies, trying to be more wholesome, no snacking, all of that good stuff. So I figured I'd do a little video, maybe give you guys some ideas. I just made breakfast. Let me show you what I got going on. First off, I made my athletic greens. I put some fiber powder in there as well, so I'm going to drink that before eating. I'm gonna have some sauerkraut. I try to have something fermented for breakfast every morning. And then here is the actual meal. Not very aesthetic, but oh so good. I've got 3 soft-boiled eggs, 3 breakfast sausages from Trader Joe's. I've never tried these before, and I like my sausage very crispy. They have like maple in them. I don't know. I'll show you what they look like, and I'll give you my verdict after I try them. And I have some avocado. I'm gonna dip the sausage in ketchup and sriracha. And then I'm also going to make some tea. This one has been my go-to lately, the ginger turmeric herbal tea.
It is lovely to very pointed teeth and surround. Nothing is not naturally code and carefully constructed. Contracted so that she looked positively hawk-like. And Harry distinctly saw her exchange a significant name. There again, progress for progress's sake.
I think because I made the sausage extra crispy, it tastes extra good. So I would buy it again, I think. I'll let you know after I have all 3 of them. Okay, this is 1,000,000,000% my typical personality. I will try something, say, so good, I love this, I'm gonna get it again, and then 5 minutes later, I'm like, this is gross. I don't like this. I never want to get it again. Verdict on the sausage. Initially I tried it and it was good, but then I started getting that maple flavor. I don't like my savory stuff to be sweet. Like it has to be either spicy or salty, something like that, if that makes sense. I actually have some chicken sausages that I got from Whole Foods yesterday that are so good, and I think I'll have those tomorrow morning. And I think Miha will probably like these. So in terms of my breakfast, I had all of my food except the last sausage. So I only had 2 chicken sausages. I can't do the mapleness. I can't do it. I'm not like, you know how some people that have breakfast sausage and they'll dip their breakfast sausage into maple syrup? I can't do that. I think it's disgusting. I don't know why I thought that I would like maple sausages. Anyways, bent over. I'm going to make myself a little dessert. I always like to have some sort of fruit after my breakfast, with my breakfast, I guess. So I'm gonna chop up some berries, I think, and I'm gonna drink my tea. It is lunchtime. I'm planning on making some ground beef and salad. So I just made the ground beef, and this will go into the fridge for tomorrow. And then I also made extra salad dressing so that I can have it tomorrow for lunch. That way I don't have to do everything that I just did again. But here is lunch. I made a nice little kale salad with some carrots, some shallots, the homemade dressing. I put some goat cheese in it. Usually I put Parmesan, but today I decided to be a little bit different. And I've got the ground beef. So here is lunch. Do you ever get like, think about making lunch and you're like, I'm not even that hungry, but then you're like, no, I should make lunch, because if I make lunch later, then it's gonna be too close to dinner, so I'm just gonna make lunch. So then you start making lunch. Mind you, you're still not that hungry, and then you make the food, and all of a sudden you're just dying of starvation. So much so that you make literally the biggest mess in the kitchen that now I have to go and clean up. That's just my experience. So anyways, I'm about to go clean up, and then I think I'm gonna go on like a short little walk around the block, just because I don't feel stuffed, but I feel a little bit like sleepy, you know? Like I wouldn't mind just sitting down on the couch and watching TV right now. So instead, I'm gonna drink some kombucha, clean the kitchen, turn on a podcast or my audiobook, and just give myself like 10 minutes to get my life together, and then we'll go on a 20-minute walk, and then we'll get back to work. I've cleaned the kitchen, and I am going to make myself a coffee to go. We went to Groundworks yesterday, and I got the to-go cup with me so that I can reuse it. So, little sustainable move right there. I'm gonna do the Melozio. So the week before last, I believe, and the week before that, so around like 2-3 weeks ago, I realized that I was experiencing a lot of fatigue. It was just really bad. I was constantly tired. I was constantly irritable. I was getting good quality sleep, but it was still just like not enough for me, and I don't know, we were just not doing well. So what I decided to start doing outside of like dietary things to help this is to start controlling my caffeine intake. For those of you who are not new to my channel, you guys probably know that I'm a coffee fiend, and I have a lot of caffeine typically, especially considering I also was drinking pre-workout. Where I'm going with this is that last week, the entire week, I went without taking any pre-workout in the mornings, just at all, and no energy drinks, and my first cup of coffee was with breakfast. I actually didn't even have caffeine before going to the gym. I had some tea instead, and not gonna lie, I thought that I was gonna die. Like, I thought that I was like, there's no way that I'm going to be able to sustain this. And this is only the second week that I'm doing it. Today's Monday, but I didn't have pre-workout. I did have 1 shot of espresso. I mean, that's definitely better than pre-workout, like in general, but I don't know, I've just been cutting back on all of the energy drinks, all of the pre-workout. I was having upwards of 2 scoops before a workout every single morning, so that's definitely not good for you. I came on here to say that because sometimes I like tell myself like, you're healthy, you eat good, like you do all of the things that you're supposed to do to be healthy, so like there's nothing wrong with you. Like, don't address your tiredness, or don't address your bloating, or don't address this or that. Like, it must just be a bad day or something like that. But I think it's really important to take a step back and reflect on your decisions and your choices and what you're putting into your body on a consistent and regular basis, because sometimes the things that we think are not harming us are actually harming us a lot, you know? So I don't know, for me, I think that one of the things that was causing a lot of fatigue was having too much caffeine. Another thing is having way too many carbs in the morning. Like, I would always feel a lack of energy after having my breakfast, which was always like avocado toast, a little piece of bread with butter, and a little piece of bread with avocado, and just like, it was more carbs than protein, and I felt like that was kind of not doing it for me. And the entire week of last week, I went, except Friday, I had avocado toast, and I'm confident in saying that on Friday morning after I had my avocado toast, I was kind of like, I don't feel as good as I do when I have more protein versus carbs. So I don't know, just something to think about. I'm playing around with my diet. I'm playing around with, like, I'm not eliminating anything obviously outside of the pre-workout, but it's just been nice to play around with food, and it's been nice to see how my body responds to certain things. And I encourage anybody out there who might be struggling a little bit to get outside of your comfort zone, because not gonna lie, going to the gym at 5:30 in the morning or at 6 is not easy without having pre-workout. It's not. But after a few days of doing it, your body is just like, we can do this. We can do this. As I was saying about coffee, I've been limiting my coffee. This is my second cup of coffee of the day. So just one shot of espresso this morning and now a little Malozio. And yeah, I'm gonna go take a walk and get my steps in, get some fresh air, listen to my podcast, listen to my audiobook actually, and I will see you guys after. It's dinner time. It's 5:40, so I'm gonna get started on dinner. Mihai and I are kind of gonna be eating separate things today. Sort of. He's gonna have steak, I'm gonna have fish. So, I was debating on having a salad tonight, but honestly, I feel like I can't do 2 in one day. And I feel like my lunch one was kind of big, so I think I'm just gonna do some sauteed mushrooms. I'm gonna roast some carrots, I think, for Mihai, because I think he would like that. And yeah, it's gonna be a super simple, super delicious dinner. I've actually been really looking forward to tonight's dinner. I just finished the gingerberry one. It's so good. I highly recommend trying this flavor if you have not tried it. It's really good. It's like, it tastes like blueberries to me with a little bit of ginger. But I think I mentioned this, I think, maybe. It takes me like 3 days, 2 to 3 days to finish one of these. So I opened this one I think on Friday or Saturday. So I'm gonna get another one. I have 2 more in the fridge. So I'm gonna sip on this while the carrots are cooking, and then I'm gonna get the mushrooms going, and then the fish / steak. Also, I'm still working. Dinner. Looks like I'm making, just made dinner. Mihai's food looks so good. I mean, obviously mine looks phenomenal, but let me show you Mihai's. I gave him a piece of my sea bass. He's got the New York roast carrots and all of those goody mushrooms. Looks so good. I decided to skip out on the rice because I feel like it just does not go, especially with the steak. I don't know. So a little update. Dinner was so good. Sea bass, you can't beat it. I had a little bit of Mihai steak, can't beat it. It's phenomenal. And I will say that the carrots actually turned out really good. I'm not a carrot person. I love Korean carrots, but carrots like on their own, baked, roasted, I don't like it at all. But I did buy those carrots today at Trader Joe's, and I figured I'd try to make them. And all I did was I chopped them up. I added garlic, salt, pepper, paprika, olive oil, mixed it up. I wish I had thyme or rosemary, that would have been really good. And then I roasted them for about 20 minutes. I broiled them for like 5. And you know, if you close your eyes and dip the carrots in ketchup, it's kind of like a potato. So yeah, I wish I had potatoes because that would have been good with the steak. But anyways, Mihai and I took a very quick little walk just now. It's almost 8 o'clock. Felt like we needed to have the food digest. Also those mushrooms. Highly recommend picking up the mushroom sampler from Whole Foods. It's so good. With a little bit of garlic powder, fresh garlic, salt, pepper, and a little bit of soy sauce. Delicious. But anyways, Mihai and I just took a little walk. We took a stroll to the bank, and they built this like doggy park there. And I couldn't see it, but I really wanted to look at the dog, so like Mihai like lifted me up to look over the gate because it's really tall, and everybody's just like staring at me, and it was very embarrassing. But So many cute dogs. I wish I had a dog just so I could go to that dog park. I'm trying to end this vlog here and I keep getting sidetracked. Yeah, I want to end this what I eat in a day video. Like everybody says, this is not what I eat every single day, but this is something that, this is a style of eating that I've been trying to implement into my life lately. I'm trying to eat for muscle optimization, for brain optimization. I found that eating more protein heavy from the beginning of the day leading up towards the end of the day, and like implementing carbs as the day progresses, I've just found that I'm much more cognitive. I felt that I don't have brain fog. I just feel mentally clear and a lot more motivated to actually work and get things done. So yeah, as I said, play with it, play with your food. Plus, I feel that protein for me personally, like that's the only thing that keeps me satiated, and it's the only thing that keeps me from running to the kitchen every 2 minutes. And I don't believe in snacking. Like, it just does not work for me. So yeah, highly recommend incorporating protein into every single meal. To end the night off, I'm going to make us some tea. I'm going to put sleeping tea in both of them. Mihai wants the ashwagandha one, and I am going to have this honey lavender, ooh, stress relief tea. I think that I'm going to read and watch a little bit of Harry Potter. And of course, I'm gonna have some chocolates, and we have options. We have options, my friends. Another thing that I noticed is last week I cut back on the sweets pretty heavily. I had chocolate, like dark chocolate at the end of the night on a few nights when I was craving something sweet, but mostly I tried to focus on like getting my sweet craving satisfied with fruit. And it was funny because on Friday I bought cheesecake from Trader Joe's and I could not eat it at all because it was so crazy terribly sweet. So that's kind of like one nice thing about doing kind of like a little detox, if you will, during the week, and eliminating all of those unhealthy things that you might typically want to have, is that I feel like your sugar tolerance goes down significantly. So just a little pro tip. So this chocolate is so freaking good. I don't know what it is about quinoa, but I think it's so good in dark chocolate. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of this one, and I think I'm gonna have one square of this super dark one. I just feel like if you end it off on a very dark chocolate, then you don't crave anything after. I don't know if that's just me though. Anyways, I'm gonna be ending this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some good ideas for meals. Hope it inspired you. Maybe you're going to wake up tomorrow and have some tea instead of pre-workout, or maybe just a little bit of coffee instead of your usual pre-workout. Thank you again so much for watching. If you liked it, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.